afternoon, everybody. Can you hear me all right? So good. I'd like to welcome you, everybody, to the Women's Eye Health Annual Meeting here at ARVA. I'm glad to meet so many faces that I've spoken to on email. My name is Beth Durkee. If I could, I'd like to go around the table and ask each of you to introduce yourself, just your name and where you're coming from. And that would be really great. Let's start with this direction. Ann, go ahead.
I'm Ann Tisdale from the Scapin's Eye Research Institute, and I've worked with the Women's Eye Health organization with Dr. Eileen Gibson kind of since its inception a few years ago. So I'm here today to just help on the slide projection and meet y'all.
Thank you.
I'm Sarah Copeland. I'm a general pathologist who has an interest in eye pathology, and I'm also chair of pathology in Liverpool, University of Liverpool in the UK, and I'm president of the International Society of Ophthalmic Pathology. And one thing that I'm also very much involved in, and which I can mention a bit later, is something called the Athena Swan, which is a scheme in the UK whereby universities are given rankings in terms of how they promote research for women in the academia and the career development. And so I'm very much involved in that within the University of Liverpool, which may tie in with the objectives of this group.
I'm David Epstein. I'm with the National Alliance for Eye and Vision Research. We are the advocates for eye and vision research in DC. We advocate with Congress. Women's Eye Health is one of our contributing organizations, and I am here to talk about the latest in DC, mainly on the funding, what Congress is doing in terms of funding the NEI and other sources of funding for eye and vision research that are out there, and what the situation is in DC, which is, as you will hear, a bit cloudy, unlike our beautiful weather here in Seattle.
I'm Sandy Barnhart, and I'm the ophthalmology research manager at UNC, but I got involved in women's eye health with Emmy Hartnett several years back when I was working on my MPH.
I'm Natalie Azar, formerly of Boston, so part of my heart's still here, but now from Chicago. I'm a pediatric ophthalmologist.
I'm Deborah Farber. I'm from the Jules Stein Eye Institute in Los Angeles, and I have been a part of this for many years with Eileen, working on women's eye health problems and trying to help as much as we can.
I'm Lynn Gordon. I'm also from the Jules Stein Eye Institute at UCLA. I've joined Women's Eye Health a year or two ago, I think, and because of Eileen and our discussions and collaborations. I also am past president now of Women in Ophthalmology, and Women in Ophthalmology and Women's Eye Health have joined in a couple of ways over the past few years, and we hope that that will come a closer relationship over years. And also at UCLA, in addition to doing being on the eye research and ophthalmology caregiving side, I'm Associate Dean for Diversity, so very keenly aware of issues of gender underrepresented minorities and other disadvantaged in medicine, both on the healthcare delivery side, research side, and recipient side. And I have to apologize, I have to go in about 30 minutes to another meeting that's happening concurrently, so forgive me.
I'm Gail Pollock. I'm a retired Army nurse and got involved with vision while I was on active duty after Senator Inouye challenged me about what we were doing for the blinded troopers, and it has been my passion now since 2004. I started working with Dong Feng 2 years ago when I was in a Harvard fellowship, and I am delighted to still be contributing. So I'm delighted to be here.
Good afternoon. My name is Yoko Pang, formerly from Alcon Laboratories in Glaucoma Research. I'm currently at University of North Texas Health Science Center, and there is the North Texas Eye Research Institute there, so I'm one of the faculties in that organization. I'm also the chair of pharmaceutical sciences in the same school. So I thank Dongfeng for her invitation for me to join this wonderful group.
My name's Eileen Gibson. I'm at the Scapin's Eye Research Institute, and I guess I'm the founding chair of this organization. And I'm really excited at the new directions that are happening within the group.
So, my name is Liu Yang from China, from the Peking University Breast Hospital. So Peking University is the most famous university all over China. So yeah, thank you, Eileen and Bill, let me enjoy this, involved in this program. Thank you.
I'm Cheryl Kraft. I'm an executive scientist in the Doheny Eye Institute and professor at USC Keck School of Medicine. I'm also the founding director of the postdoctoral scholars program, which I'm on part of their diversity in women for that contribution to university. I'm an interloper. Nina Hayter had me invited, and so I really look forward to hearing more about what the issues are.
Hi, my name is Meg DeAngelis. I'm at the University of Utah School of Medicine and formerly also of Boston. And I want to thank Eileen, Dongfeng, and Nina Haydar for being here today. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Nina Hayter. So I'm from Scapin's Eye Research Institute, and I joined the organization a couple years ago when I joined Scapin's.
I'm Dongfeng Chen, and currently the chair of the WEH, and welcome everybody. I'm the associate professor at the Scapin's Eye Research Institute.
Great, thank you, everybody.
My slides. I have a few slides to show, and basically it's a very quick introductions of the people who are coming, joining to us, and about this society in case if you're the first time or new to us. And this is a picture actually taken probably 2 years ago, I think, or 2 or 3 years ago. One of the at this point, I think I want to tell everybody that we should get a picture together and before the end or before everybody leaves. And then we actually have a new website, and we're hoping to put all this news and the new pictures onto the website, and you will see our effort. Next slide, please. So, and for those who are new to the society, I just want to tell you that we actually have a large board members and actually the Department of Ophthalmology at the Harvard Medical School and also Scapin's Eye Research Institute have been supporting this organization in the past over more than 10 years. So Dr. John Miller, who is the chair, and have been on this advisory board in the past over 10 years, and many of the advisory board are sitting here, and I guess I'm just thinking that I probably shouldn't read all the names, but you will see that we have men and women joining this effort. So they're all welcome. It's not like this is only for women. It's not like we only care for women's eye health. And then I especially want to introduce a few new members. A special guest. The previous slides. So Pat Moore is the director of research, and actually she was planning to come, but at the last minute I think she couldn't be here. And David Aston, and you already heard that he is going to give a talk, I think after me. And so he's from NEVA. We actually, and at this point, I really want to say just a few words and say we're really looking forward to our continued collaboration with NEVA, because one of the things is that we believe, and then like women's eye health, our mission is to do a public educations, and this is probably the only committee at AVO that now is doing this effort. So, but we believe this is important not only for the community, but for scientists and for us to attract the funding into the field. And therefore, we're really looking forward to the strong collaborations and ties with NEVA. And Meg, who is our invited speaker today, so you hear from her. And I'm not going to talk too. And Ivana King is not here. Sarah, and so who is actually the chair of the Women George Chair of Pathology. And well, when I say woman, it not means that it's because she's a woman, but then the Georgetown Chair of Ophthalmology. And also she's the head of the pathology ophthalmology in the UK, as you heard. And then Cheryl, and then you already heard from her as well. So we're really excited to have all this new advisory board or invited speakers and guests to join us. And so we'll invite you to continue contributing the effort and then give us suggestions and advices about how we may go and to actually really make this effort moving forward. The new, we also, in the past year, we also invited a few new advisory board members in addition to the large number we already have in here. So Dimitri Eza, who's the Dean of UIC Medical College, and Dr. Yuho Pan, and you already met him, so from University of North Texas. And also Sheila West, who's also happened, she was originally scheduled to speak, but happened to find out that she has to speak at another session. But then you can see that we already have probably several speakers lined up for the next year. And next, also our committee members are growing. So the next slide, please. And the executive committee, actually, we meet every month, and so we have a teleconference for people who are joining from outside of the state. And then in the past year, we also invited we have three new members to join this committee. Beth, and I think all of you already met her. She's really been wonderful at that, and she brings the new life and energies to the committee since she came. Mathley, who is actually arriving tomorrow, so unfortunately she can't be here, but she's also a very energetic scientist who works on the back of the eye in the retina and AMH-related macular degeneration. And Sasara is an assistant professor from UIC. And she recently received a grant to study normal tension glaucoma, which is really high prevalence in women. So this will also be, and so that's part of the reason she's really interested in our effort as well. Next slide, please. Yeah, and so I guess here I just wanted to mention that if you visit our new website, and you'll hear from Beth and Nina later too. This is the missions we've been talking about, and you heard from Eileen as well. And this is how our organization is started. So our goal is to educate people regarding eye diseases, especially those related to women, because two-thirds of the visual impairments are women, and in the developing countries, this is even worse. Like 3/4 of the visual impairments are actually women, and this is partially because there's some disease, there's some ophthalmology disease are more prevalent in women. Also like autoimmune conditions, and also women live longer than men and then have to carry the burden of the visual impairment. And especially for developing countries, the poor access to medical care for women especially, also contributing to the increasing number of women who suffers eye conditions. So as I mentioned, we can go to the next slide. We feel like the women's eye health. I mean, first we wanted to mention that it's not because our organization only care about women and we don't care about men. It's really because we think this is an angle that a woman is the family care giver and taking care of the entire family. And so not only because women are the primary populations who are impacted by the disease, but also because being a caring member of the family, we can take care of men, while men can also take care of yourself as well. And so we welcome the effort from both men and women. In the past years, we have been doing, in terms of our public education and community reach out effort, we actually just have our new website and the Facebooks being put up, and so it's actually really exciting because we have 55 different languages. You can click and anybody can, it will be translating to 55 different kind of languages, and you will see that. And we also put on a new membership program because we want to call the communities to join us, to join this effort in the future. And you will also hear from Dr. Liu, who is the chair of Peking University Ophthalmology Department. Actually, her hospital is like one of designated hospitals does public education in China. So the government actually putting money on their hospital to do this sort of things. And that's also part of the reason that they have this privilege of working with the major TV programs and crews. So like Peking TV is actually one of the largest TV programs and running an education especially education programs in China. So you will hear more from it. And so I just wanted to say that in addition, I think to really making this effort working or pushing forward, we not only need the education and community reaching out, we also need to do promoting the research that including, so that's part of things we are developing is we're in the next year or two, we're going to organize a SIG on the special topics such as gender differences in ophthalmology or women, how does the eye disease especially impact the women. And so this will be something that we're actually planning to do for the next year. And as I already mentioned, that we think the research part in collaboration with NEVER is definitely one of our goals in the coming years as well. So I will end it here because you will hear from other people about all our effort in detail. Thanks.